recording me, Josh?
Sean. He is a big Sean trouble. Sean.
Sure,
and here's Kate behind him. Sean. His name is Sean Colin. And everybody adores him so much. He's like, Big Sean Trouble.
Just like that. And then he would say, coming around first turn.
And he's coming around the corner here with his BMX bike. He knows how to ride that thing just like a hooker knows how to ride a horse. And here comes Kate on the corner. She's got her BMX bike. She really knows how to ride that thing. She can ride it so hard that it falls apart. And Sean Colin also knows how to ride the thing really hard, and he's coming around first place. He kicks Kate off of her bike. She falls over and collapses everywhere. Her intestines have spilled out of her internal...
Her fucking head is fucking plastered on the floor!
She got ran over about 5 or 6 times. Sean Colin's coming around the corner. Bill's coming to beat him. And Sean Colin jumps off the bike and throws him off of his own bike. And then he's riding on Bill's bike. And then he wins. Bill explodes with spontaneous combustion. No one else gets second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth or eighth place because they're all dead before they even reach the line. That was a pretty catastrophic event that we just described. Put the camera on you. And here's Phil lying on the floor again.
I have a message for you.
Isn't that like Westboro Baptist?
That's why I
favorite
don't
line?
borrow from Jews, because I can never remember how much I owe them. They could lie to me at any time. And usury is against the fucking Old Testament. Why do the Jews do it?
Probably.
That's why Mel Gibson is right in everything he says. The vast majority of Jews do not follow the Old Testament law. They are outside the law. They are forbidden. They are unkosher. And only Jesus Christ can save them, but they do not accept the Messiah because they cling to their own ways. Like tradition, God curses them.
God curses the Jews.
God does not curse the Jews, but the Jews remove themselves from God's grace when they not only do not accept the Lord, but change the Mosaic law because they don't want to grow their beards out, because they don't want to grow the little fucking side thingies. The Jews do not follow the Old Testament to do that. Oh, look what Josh is doing. He's growing the entire scene with this fucking negligence, Josh. What are you doing? Are you watching?
I'm being covered in aphids. That's what's going on.
Covered in aphids, you son of a bitch? Why did they cover me, you son of a fucking whore?
Because you're too disgusting.
Josh, do you realize that I can end your life right now? Josh is so powerful. Do you realize that Josh holds your life in his hands? If he was around you right now, he could decide based on whatever whims can happen to carry you along, whether he would exterminate your entire existence, including your soul, devouring it into his power, or to fucking end your material existence by fucking crushing it with his power. But Josh Little went and hijacked a large industrial truck. And he went to the kid's house and he just drove the truck into their house and fucking smashed their walls. And there was dust and asbestos and fucking just drywall. Dust is covering everywhere. And he just walked away. For some reason he got away with it. Make an argument for you against pantheism and for theism. It's sort of an argument against both naturalism and pantheism in favor of theism. Check this out. You have a mind. Reason and experience itself depends on the knowledge of the self. Josh, what are you doing? If you did not have the knowledge to know the difference between having an experience or not having an experience, experience or which experience was yours, you would not have the cognitive ability to even perceive any experience. So thus, you cannot have a non-local experience, because the entire concept of having an experience means you have the cognitive ability to determine which faculty is yours, which faculty is having a sensation. And having an experience means having a sensation. So unless you are a self, unless you are able to say, this is my experience, you cannot have an experience. So thus pantheism is completely wrong in asserting that you can have a non-local consciousness or something like that. It's completely illogical and doesn't work. It completely falls if you just think about it. Also, naturalism asserts that the entire world is completely physical, so there is nothing beyond the material. But if that's true, then abstract numbers don't exist, and thoughts don't exist, because, a thought may be caused by a chemical reaction in the brain, but a thought is about something, and things that are about something are non-material. Like, let's say I'm thinking about 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 = 4, no matter if the physical world exists or not, because it's completely objective. It's an absolute truth. Abstract numbers are absolute. And the only things that are non-material and absolute are there's only 2 options you have, you motherfuckers! The 2 options you have. The only things that are non-material and absolute are abstract objects like numbers, or thoughts, or minds that have cognitive ability to determine which experience is mine. So I can't be a fucking Buddhist and not have a self and have an experience. You know why? Because I must have the cognitive ability to determine which experience is mine and use judgment to determine between having an experience and not having an experience. Only a self can have an experience. So Buddhism completely fucking fails on every level. What do you feel about Buddhism, Kate? Why not? Why did you change your mind so suddenly? There's Sean Colin right there. Hello, my name is Sean Colin, and I convinced Kate to change her mind from Buddhism to theism because I am Mr. Sean Collins, and that's what I do. I persuade people to change their minds because my name is Mr. Sean Collins. Isn't that right, Kate? Josh, what do you think about Buddhism?
Buddhism is an interesting psychological exercise, but as a faith, it really does not satisfy some very core issues that people have.
Like what?
Where we come from, where we're going.
Buddhism denies the self.
Ultimate truth in the universe.
Buddhism denies that the external is real. It says that everything is illusion. How do you feel about that, Mr. Josh Lewis? How would you kill Buddhism?
I wouldn't do anything because they don't even exist.
Kate is also the most beautiful girl this side of the Mississippi. Take a look. Take a look. Right there. I have to settle with Jasmine! It's not a bad settle because if I were to breed with Kate, Kate, no offense to you, you are the most beautiful girl this side of the Mississippi, but if I were to breed with you, my child would be less powerful than if I would breed with Jasmine. The child that I breed with Jasmine would be 350 pounds of might by the time he's 14. He will destroy the child of you and Sean Colin. He would be so much more powerful. Jasmine, what do you think about me being in love with Kate more than you? Jasmine, come here and look at the camera.
What am I answering?
Jasmine, what would you do if I told you that I loved Kate more than you and I desired secretly to be with Kate?
I would think you were drunk.
How do you justify the balance between your Gothicness and your Christianity? How do you like combine these two things into one oxymoron of a person that is you?
Well, how about this? I was in the goth scene long before I ever decided to walk with Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And when I became a Christian, I already had an opening to a scene that was very lost and needed Jesus. So I decided there was no point in me leaving the scene because I had an open avenue to be able to share Christ with you.
So you're like a double agent to Satan's army. Closing statements for us?
Sean Colin is a liar. He told people that I was not Anglo-Saxon. I am Anglo-Saxon.